Welcome to MissionForce Cyberstorm. This is Headrat, and today I'm going to be doing a Let's Play on MissionForce Cyberstorm, possibly one of the best ever turn-based games made for the PC. Well, it's got a pretty good opening sequence, as you can see here. And just basically Titans blasting the hell out of one another, and you play a Titan commander, and the whole point is that you are going out there collecting lots and lots of goodies and building up your forces until eventually you too can destroy all of these nasty bad guys. And we're going to play the single player version. We're going to start a career, and we're going to start on hard mode. Okay, so here we are. We're getting our introduction. This is our boss guy here. We're one of the many faceless commanders that are taking control of a bunch of these Titans. And you get a sense of scale here for what these things are. I won't read through all that lot, but suffice enough to say that we are basically going to be going out there and, well, kicking alien bottom. That's the plan. There's a close-up of our starters, those two were going to be the Shadow and the Remora are going to be our first two Titans that we get, or Hercs as they're called in this particular video, but we know they're Titans really, they're pretty cool. And here's Herc Base. Herc Base is where we're going to be established, and we should be going around and doing all sorts of stuff on Herc Base, and flying off on missions, as you can see there. And have I actually just started a mission? I might have just started a mission. Yes, I have started a mission. I don't know how I did that, but anyway, let's have a little look-see. So turn one. This is the basic interface that you've got. Here's the Herc carrier that you saw flying a moment ago. The Herc carrier will be bringing our Hercs into combat. We should have two here. We can click here to get closer up. There's one of them. That's our Remora. We'll just click on that. It's this type of Remora is called a Psyche or Psyche Sunfire. We have a look at that bad boy. And there we go. And you'll find all of your Titans, your Hercs, have got all these different sort of stats here. You've got the structure of it, different armor drives, the legs. You've got a reactor in the back there that will allow you to generate the energy. The battery, of course, stores it. The shield is what stops us getting blown to pieces. Sensor allows us to locate them, and you can see them all lit up as I'm highlighting here. You can see them lit up on the model on the right hand side there. So there's where the sensor is. Target computer, life support, and different weapons. We've got a couple of laser cannons. We've got some auto cannons there, and some missile launchers as well on the side. And finally, we've got our Bertrand ore extractor. That's how you get money in this game. We've got another one here. This is the Fast Shadow. The Fast Shadow is a lot weaker. It's got weaker shields, weaker weaponry, and well, it's also not around here apparently. Now, in order to find your way around on the map, you can click on the map and then drag it. I think perhaps it's hidden. We can find it easily enough. We click on this. It's hidden behind somewhere, I guess. Yeah, they're both very close together, but it's down the back there. And we can have a look around. We can sort of swoop around the back. That's why we can't see them very easily. That one's way, way down. That's a big jump up there, and the Remora is further up. So we can have a look at that. Yeah, there we go. You also have different bioderms. Bioderms are basically your pilots for the Titans that you're driving around, and they come with the different models here. Cute face, obviously, and they have lots of different stats and skills that allow them to operate different weapons, driving ability, command. You've got different advanced tech, electric flux, plasma, cannon, missile, and energy weapons. They have a certain rank. A1 is the lowest. It looks good, but that's the lowest in this game. And then the age, and they live for 3 years, this particular type here. You've got life support, the condition, health, stability, detox. Depending on your life support will depend on whether they improve on those, and different stats over here, health, stability, and toxins. And you can jack them up, or you can give them Placidex, which will help to calm them down. If as they go through battle, they will get damaged, and so you can decide the jack-up will increase their skills, but comes at a loss of stability. So then you use Placidex to increase stability. All these drugs that you inject into your bioderms will increase the toxin level. And if they get too high, then bad stuff happens. If health gets too low, then bad stuff happens. If stability gets too low, then bad stuff happens. I think you get to see where this is going. Okay then, so here's your interface. On the side here we can zoom right in on our Remora. There he is, he's very cute. Little lights, they're cool animations. I mean, this is an old game. We're talking, what, 20 years old, I think. 1996 is probably when it came out. So it's a 20-year-old game. It's an old game. So the graphics are, not ideal, but I like them. I think they suit the game itself. So we can zoom in. Hello. There he is. And so we've got different things like the internal mechanisms. We've got the ore extractor, which is turned off at the moment. We can turn it on, and that costs energy. Down here is your energy. This is the energy you're currently generating, and this bar here represents the battery stored energy. And as you use energy up, that will go down. So you can move around. Let's click on move, and we can. It's very simple operating system here. We just or user interface. We just click on a spot. You click once to show the path. So if we zoom out, for example, if we want to go to this hex over here, we click it, and it shows the path to get there. And all the green hexes are ones that will travel. It won't quite get to that hex before it runs out of energy. And if you look down in the bottom left here, watch this bit. As I hover over that hex there, you can see the energy bar has gone to 0. If I hover over here, if I click on this one, then you can see it takes the yellow energy, shows how much you're going to use. If I was to click on this space again, I would move there. So let's click on it and move there. And the animations, I think, are pretty good, really, considering the age of the game. Now let's have a look at the other one. Here he is. This is our Fast Shadow. The Fast Shadow is essentially your scout. You can move around using the arrow keys to sort of have a look at further parts of the map, or you can click on the map itself and drag it around. And basically what we're trying to do is mine this stuff. This here is ore. You can right click on a spot and it tells you here what's going on, terrain info, the height, the movement cost, and the fact there's 40 units of ore on that space. That's a pretty good place to go to. So what we will do is we'll activate our ore extractor and then click on move and try to get there. Oh, looks like we can. Let's go. There you go, and by moving over a space, or we can't quite get there, we run out of movement points, because when you extract ore, that takes up some energy. As you can see, we're now out of energy. We can't do an awful lot more. We could crouch. There we go, we just crouch down. We click on shields. This shows our 6 different shields, which is 300 shield points, 50 to each shield. And you can, by clicking, and this is rather cool, you can decide where the emphasis of the shield is going to be. So we'll put most of the emphasis on the front here, and that will split up. So as you can see, my rear shield is looking very weak, but my front shield is very strong. And if you don't like that, you can always click the equalize button, and that sets everything back to average, and that's an average of the total shield strength, which is a good option if you don't know the direction that the bad guys are coming from. So if we zoom out again, click to the Seiki Sunfire. There he is. So you've got all sorts of different stuff that you can do. This is a really sort of good user interface here. When you get into combat, you've got your different weapon systems. You can decide not to fire a weapon system if you wish. There's not many reasons why you wouldn't fire one, but you don't have to. Okay, so I've moved my troops. That's my turn basically over. And what I will do is click the end turn button. Now the bad guys have their turn, and we start as. You can see the objective here: destroy the lone cybrid structure on Dirol. So we're looking basically for a cybrid, which are the bad guys. We're looking for their structure. And at the same time, if we can get some of this ore as well, so much the better. Alright, so let's see if we can find the structure. Now this chap here, the Fast Shadow, is my scout. Really, he's got the best sort of radar, if you like. Well, let's just click on him and find out what he's got exactly. There he is. The sensor is a Scout 30.6. It will look range a maximum of 10 hexes, so we can look out to 10 hexes away, and it will have a look to see whatever's there. Now that can be modified by the terrain. So let's move him. There we go, and we've got no more movement left on that one, so that's the end of the turn. That's how I go again, because there's no bad guy ships here or titans. They're all, or there's just one structure, and it'll be some kind of a turret. There it is, right there. That's the turret there. It's a light turret. This is the first mission, so it's not too strenuous. We'll move our Titan up. We've got it selected, and if I hover over the weapon in the bottom right hand corner down here, it tells us that there's a chance to hit of 56%. So we'll shoot. And the other one. There we are, we hit it. But you can see on the shields it's not quite destroyed the shield. So what we will do is go to the other Herc and bring that into play. Oh dear, doesn't have as good a movement, so I wonder if we can get it to anywhere that can see. No, I don't think we're going to get any luck this time. But here he goes. He'll do his best to move to that spot. There he goes. So now we'll select that as our target. Right, the fact that they're green means that we can shoot at them, but as you can see for the bottom right corner, the chance to hit is only 19% and damage is 67%. So we'll fire anyway, you never know. No. Those are the lasers are your weapons that bring down enemy shields, and you've got other weapons which are much better at destroying them once the shields are down. They can penetrate a little bit. We'd really rather have the shields down, but we might as well fire them all off. You can do a quick fire by just selecting the target there. Fire off a couple of missiles. Right, one missile hit. It did 6 damage, but it would have done a lot more if the shields had been down. Okay, so we did a bit of damage there, but not much. The colour here of the building tells us when it's really green, it means it's perfectly okay. This sort of lighter green means it's partially damaged, and it will slowly turn different shades of colour until it gets to red. Red means it's almost destroyed, and then at some point, if you hit it again, it'll probably collapse. And the same goes for your own Herc down here. And these colours here are all green at the moment, which means everything's good and nice and healthy. And as your vehicle gets damaged, so the colours change. Let's end the turn. And we got shot at there, which is not a major surprise really. If we have a look at our Herc now, you can see it's got yellow on the chassis, and it tells you up here handily the chassis is now 93%. Armour is only 98%. Overall 93%. If this overall gets to 0, your Herc is destroyed, and it can get to 0. The chassis is obviously your main part of your Herc, but all the different sort of systems and weapons can be damaged, and if enough damage is accrued, then your Herc is destroyed. So let's try and finish this bad boy off. 2 laser missed. So we'll move up our Remora. Okay, that's firing cannons. We don't want to do that. We want to fire lasers. Yeah, we haven't got a lot of chance of shooting it really. And it's still green, so we're not doing an awful lot of damage. Let's end the turn there. In fact, before I end the turn, what I will do is set my shields. As we can see, I'm now on 280 of 300 shields. We'll because we know this can't move, we might as well stick all our shields on the front. There we go. And end the turn. There you go, so we got a shot at. Again, not a major shock. And what I'll do this time is I'm going to get a bit closer. And you always attack the shield that's closest. So now this one will probably attack the southern or bottom shield, yeah. And over here, probably the bottom shield, yeah. The red arrow here shows you the shield you're attacking. So we'll attack that shield. And as you can see down in the bottom right hand corner, I've got a much better chance of hitting it now. Ooh, now that extra flash there told me, and yep, the shield is down. So now any weapons that hit it will be doing maximum damage on the armor. So let's fire the missiles. And you can see it's turned orange, so we know we're damaging it. Another missile there makes it red. Another missile. Ooh, nearly finished it off. We'll finish it off with the auto cannons. There we go, and it's destroyed. So if we end turn now, we'll be told, destroy the lone cybrid structure. We have destroyed it, so now we get a new mission. Good job. Destroying the turret. Return to your hurt carrier for evaluation. This is just a training mission. So now we go back to the carrier. And then go, and the Remora won't get there in one go. This one, the Fast Shadow might. No, it won't quite. See, it's red hexes, so it won't quite get there. And we end the turn again. And what I can do, I've set them both on the target of the carrier, so I can click to move and click continue all, and they will both move towards the carrier. When they get to the carrier, you'll be asked if you want them to enter the carrier for the remainder of the combat. We'll end turn now. And continue all again. There we go. So we want to enter the carrier. Yeah, we're good. Bad guy's been finished. Our Remora is still a bit slow, so we're going to need to continue his movement, but he should get there this time. And enter the carrier. All Hercs in Herc carrier, returning to Herc base. So off we go. And then you get a mission debriefing, and we're told, ooh, congratulations, we have been promoted to the rank of unit leader. Well, this is good. Now if we look, we get a breakdown of our Herc condition. The Fast Shadow has been damaged slightly. The Bioderm that's in there has got 9 months of life remaining. The other one is fine, and the Bioderm is a bit longer. It's a different model, if you notice, 001 and 101. This is more advanced model, more powerful. But these are really basic bioderms. There are much, much more powerful bioderms that you can get. I mined a little bit of ore, so I get that money. I get some bounty for killing off the cybrids, those are the bad guys. And then a bonus for completing the mission, giving me a total number of points here of 5,227, which is quite nice. And we're done. And we get our promotion speech. I won't read that out. We will also get new bioderms, and we get given a new bioderm, and we get access to better Hercs. So now we can drive these ones, the Ogre, the Sensei, and the Giant, which is pretty cool. And so here we are at Herc base, and you can go into the different buildings, click on the buildings directly, or click on the name here. It's up to you. Tells us here we haven't got a mission ready. We've got 2 Hercs, 2 bioderms, and their bioderms are linked to the Hercs. You can select different bioderms, and that will, if we go into the bioderm facility, here you can heal up your bioderms to medvac. You can train them over here. You can make new ones, and you can link them to the different Hercs that you've got. So return to Herc base. Over here is the Herc facility, Herc Bay. We can buy new Hercs, manage our Hercs. So if we click on that, then you can see the Herc here that got damaged was the Fast Shadow. So we'll select that. We can see the damage, and we can click on repair. And we can repair that Herc. Only costs us 17 credits. Done. And return to Herc base. And then over here is Herc Command Center. In here we've got a bunch of stats that we have based on our missions. So you see we've destroyed one cybrid, we've attempted one mission, completed one mission, mined 117 ore, gives us our rank, the number of credits we've got to buy things with, and we can select a new mission, and here's all the different missions that we can choose. Now if we select a mission, let's go for mining ore. It gives us a breakdown of the mission. Tells us the star system and the planet. This is Tirith. And if we scroll down, we get information on Tirith. The most important information is at the bottom. It tells you the gravity, so that determines how fast you move, how many movement points it costs to move, the atmosphere. There's little or no atmosphere, so if our life support becomes destroyed or badly damaged, then our bioderm will die, unfortunately, because there's no atmosphere there. And there's additional information. These are special effects that each planet can have. So this field, a highly variable signature, could increase the aging rate of your BGMs. Those are your bioderms, basically. And that's not good, because your bioderms only live a certain amount of time. You can secure the area, which is a more combat-orientated mission. This particular one's on planet Brel. It tells you it takes 3 months. Here's the amount of bonus you get, and we've got to destroy the cybrids. There's a very low cybrid presence. Now that normally means there's only a couple of cybrids wandering around. And again, the stats on the planet. We could go for the cybrid command center now. We could destroy that, but there's a significant cybrid presence. You're really going to need to beef up your forces before you can even attempt this particular mission. But doing this mission will take you to the next level of the game, and so on. It goes on for a few different levels, and the idea is you end up beating up and destroying the final cybrid base and winning the campaign, and that's basically the game. It's a brilliant game. It's really, really interesting. There's a variety of different missions. There's only a few shown there. There's the further you go and the higher rank you get, then the more you can do. It's a game which can keep you occupied for a long, long period of time. And to be honest, I haven't been able to play this game for a long period of time. But I recently found a patch that a fellow YouTuber has put online, and so I use this patch, and it absolutely works. It makes this game, which is a 20-year-old game, work perfectly well, even on Windows 10. So I'm going to include a link to the video that I got this patch from, and so if you do happen to have this game and played it in the past and liked it and want to play it again, then you can do, even if you do have a much more up-to-date and modern operating system like Windows 10. Okay, well, I think that's all for this particular Let's Play. I hope you've enjoyed the look back. If you're a fan of MissionForce Cyberstorm, then hopefully it's sort of instilled some memories or brought back some memories of the game for you. And if you've never played it before, then look out for it. I'm sure you can get it somewhere online. And it doesn't matter what operating system you have, you can play it, thanks to this patch that has been produced. And if you fancy a game, let me know. I'll be very happy to play you, because you can play one team of Hercs against another in a battle on a planet somewhere in the far distant galaxy. It would be really good to play. So if you want to, then that would be grand. If not, then that's also grand. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and please do like and subscribe and come back and watch some more Let's Plays with me, Headrat. Goodbye for now. Bye.